Anthony Hartwig here with a Garfield football and soccer player profile. It's a dual sport athlete, but a hero in the Garfield community this week. It's Hannah Timmons. Hannah, thank you so much. Junior and Garfield, we appreciate you coming on talking to us.
Of course, thank you.
So let's jump right to it. Well, we'll talk about the field goal that everyone in Garfield heard around the world first. The extra point that was the icing on the cake in your win on Friday night against Liberty to seal the deal. Hannah, let's talk about that moment and what it was like for you. Obviously, you missed the first two kicks you took. You go out there again, games on the line. What's going through your head for this one?
I think the first two PATs, I was really in my head before the game. I told my coach, I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared for this game. And they kept telling me like, oh, just like every other game, like it's nothing. You're good. You're good. And the first two, things went wrong, and unfortunately, they didn't make it in. But for the last one, I think every coach went up to me, every player went up to me, like our captain Mike Hubner, he went up to me, and so same with my brother, and they're like, we're gonna put you in, we're gonna win this game, and you're gonna kick it, and you're gonna win. So I think I just prayed through it so much that I wasn't nervous at all when it came to the last kick, the PAT that finished it off. I wasn't nervous at all.
I love that you had your coaches and your captains kind of come up to you and say, like, we have confidence in you because obviously, in the broadcast, we're going through, do they want to go for two, that penalty, put them a little bit closer? But they said you're going in. Like, this is your show. What did that mean to you to kind of have the confidence of your coaching staff and your captains to go out there again and to try to win the game?
I mean, it's surreal. It was everything. I was in my head, I'm like, they should go for two. The going for two has worked. We got it both times. So I was like really confident that they're gonna do that, but all of them just kept going to me like, nope, you're gonna win this game. You're gonna do it. One of our coaches, Coach Mike Finney, he went up to me and he goes, every single coach has 100% confidence that you will make this. You are going to steal this game. Like, you can do this. You're a girl. You've always been our girl. Like, you're gonna do this. So I think that that means the absolute most.
And you absolutely backed them up with the make, and then you get to celebrate. What was that like to be able to have that moment, celebrate with your team, and to just go through all the things that probably go through your head when that kick goes in?
Oh, it was a dream. It was an absolute, like, right as I kicked it, I knew it was gonna go in. I started celebrating before it even went in. I knew, and it was just like all my friends are like hyping me up. They're giving me high fives. They're hugging me. They're picking me up. I go off the field, and every single coach is just giving me hugs. And it was, I think I'll never forget that moment.
Let's dive into when this journey with the football team started. How did you kind of get on this team to be the extra point girl? What were the conversations that were had to try to get you on there? Did they see the success you were having in soccer and try to bring you on? What was it like to kind of be asked, hey, do you want to come kick extra points?
So in the 2023 season, we had a really, really good kicker, Ethan Bittens. He was also a soccer player, so he was also one of those dual sport athletes. And then when he graduated, they kind of were left with like, who's going to replace? And the whole summer they were kind of trying it out, trying to find someone. I brought it up to Mojo. I'm like almost as a joke, but almost serious. Like, hey, I would do that. Like, I would kick it. And then when time went on, we both got busy. And then a week before the season started last year, they had a scrimmage, and it just, kicking wise, it did not go good. And Mike Pays, one of our JV head coach and one of our coaches, was in the box, and I was at the game to watch my brother because I have a younger brother, and he reaches his head out of the box and goes, Hannah, you're gonna be at practice on Monday. Like, you're gonna be at practice on Monday. And I was like, okay, I'll be at practice on Monday. And then same with Coach Mosier. He like went up to me when I was during throwing that same week, and he goes, like, come to practice Monday. Come to practice Monday. So there I went. I went to practice Monday.
Had you ever kicked a football before that? Like, did you have any kind of like inkling on you could do it?
Um, like jokingly with my brother, we did it a few times, but right when like it was a Thursday, the scrimmage was, that like I was told, no, you're gonna be on practice on Monday. That Saturday, I kicked with like a past Hiram kicker that was friends with my dad, Chris Miller, and he kind of gave me the whole rundown on all what it was, so that by Monday I was really confident that I could do it.
Now let's talk about this because I think there are a lot of people out there because we do see high school soccer players go on to the football team and kick, and I think there are people that don't know that kind of think it's just a 1-to-1. If you're good at soccer, you'll be good at kicking a football.
Mhm.
What are some of the key differences you think in being a football kicker that kind of aren't there for kicking a soccer ball on the soccer field?
So, like, I've played soccer since I was 4 years old. This season's my 21st, 22nd season playing soccer. So, like, kicking has just always been really natural for me. But I think some people, like, forget that it's not the same thing because I kind of have to turn my brain off. Like, soccer brain, have to turn it off and then turn my football brain on for football. So, for football, like, you're just trying to get it so straight. You have to get your foot, way, like, flatter so you don't, like, curve it in. So I think there's just a lot of things that sometimes they combined. Like during the game on Friday, I think the first two I was partially in my soccer mind, and that's why they kind of veered more to the left because I was swinging my hips like I would a corner kick. So I think that there is some downfall for being a both sport athlete in the kicking world.
How long did it take you to kind of get past that trying to flip it, like you said, trying to flip soccer mind off, trying to flip football mind on? How long did it kind of get you to grasp that, okay, this is different, I have to be a different kicker?
I think within the first like 2 weeks is when I finally realized like, oh, this is different. I have to make sure this is different. And for the most part, it's pretty natural. I think just naturally my brain can kind of switch on, switch off. But I do catch every so often there's like times I'm like, oh, that was wrong.
If you're talking to girls that want to be on the football team and kick, and maybe they're on the soccer team, they want to do what you're doing, what kind of advice do you give them to be able to have the confidence to go out there and try to get their coach to give them a chance to kick on the football team?
I think that being a girl, there's obviously some disadvantages. Like girls are naturally not as strong, and like I hadn't played football before, so there was like stuff with that. But I think that any girl that is strong enough and that has the technique will overshine just being naturally stronger. So I think that depending on the team, my team was been so welcoming. Of course, there's been some people that have had different opinions and parents and all that stuff, but for the majority of it, like 99% of everyone has just been so supportive and so in love that I think you just have to look past the fear that you won't be accepted because there obviously are going to be people that aren't, but for the most part, you will be loved and you'll be accepted, and it will bring you so much more memories and everything. Like it's worth it.
Yeah, I guarantee if there are naysayers out there, you start hitting a few field goals, they'll go away real quick. Real
Yeah.
quick. Okay, you're winning us games. Okay,
Mm.
whatever. Let's transition to talking about the soccer program because you guys are having one of the best years this program has had in a long time. 7 wins right now. You had 3 wins last year, no wins the year before. What is kind of the turnaround in this girls' soccer program for Garfield? What do you think are some of the keys to your success?
So we don't have a youth program like that one, not anymore. We had one like a smaller one when I was younger, but it kind of just like dispersed throughout the years. So a lot of people that played soccer and from being really young to now, they've had to like play for other clubs and other teams. So I think that my freshman year, especially, also like my eighth grade year, they had so many people that were joining soccer their freshman year or their sophomore year that had never played before at all. And I think that's why my freshman year we didn't have any wins because we were kind of breaking through that. Like the first 2 years, the first year of playing a sport that you've never played before. But now, me being a junior and we have 13 seniors right now. Um, they've gotten the hang of it. They've gotten so much better between my freshman year, my sophomore year, that's we're finally making the breakthrough in their skill level. So I think that's the main thing. Like we're just over the hump of I'm new to I'm good at this.
You said you've been playing soccer for a long time before high school. Where did you kind of find it since there wasn't a youth program to go to? Where did you find soccer as a younger girl?
So when I was younger, I played for the YMCA that was available at Garrettsville. Same with my brother and I. Slowly, we kind of like were pushed up with like age division. So I was in fourth grade, my brother was in third grade. We were on the sixth grade team, and then after that, we played at Crestview, not Crestview, Manaway, so Crestwood. Then we played a few seasons for Ravenna. Then I played for LeBray too, and we just have always been involved in like different soccer camps, like Streetsboro and all that stuff. So there's definitely teams out here and teams that are close, but it was kind of getting used to like not playing with people that you knew at school.
To make that extra effort to find the teams and find the sport, you obviously have to love it. What do you love so much about soccer? What made it something that you wanted to find all these teams and make sure that you could play as much as you could?
I think that it was just something that it was so familiar to me. My brother was really good at it when we were younger too. So it was just like something that we both could, do together and we were really good at. I tried volleyball. I did not like volleyball. I played basketball. I did dance, I did cheer, I did all these different sports, but like soccer to me was always something that I was really, really good at. I had strong legs growing up, even now, but like it was just, and I also just love the team aspect. It's just, there's so many different positions, so many different skill levels. I think soccer to me is just amazing.
The one thing I've always liked asking soccer players, because the one thing that's different about the other sports that we broadcast, especially, is there's no really timeouts in soccer. You get a half time to talk to your coach, and that's about it. Everything else is just you're out there. You have to make adjustments on your own. What's that like to kind of almost have to coach yourself during a game and make adjustments for yourself?
So we have three coaches on the soccer team. We have Erica Jarvis, Kellyanne, and Aaron Gilbert. We They do a really good job with using their voices and like saying from the sidelines like something that needs to be quick, really like fixed really quick. But for the most part, we really depend on each other. That's the main thing. Like sometimes I'm doing something and I have no clue I'm doing it. I have no clue I'm gonna fix it. But my friends or our goalie, they know how to do that. Me being one of the captains and I'm a center back, so I'm the last line of defense. I see the whole field. I think a lot of my teammates depend on me to coach them through things, to fix little things, to see little things that they might not see. So I guess that's kind of like my job. Like I'm the coach on the field, which is really nice. But yeah, you kind of have to depend on your teammates and everything for that.
We love Coach Gilbert. We've interviewed him a bunch during the basketball season, and we did a coach's corner for soccer last year with him as well. What's it mean to have him as a head coach and to be able to see him kind of navigate the waters that we were talking about, where the program, was down for a little bit, but he kind of stuck with it. He stuck with you guys, kept the confidence up, and here you are with a 7-win season. How much do you think he has kind of been a pillar for the winning that we're seeing this year?
I mean, so I was a ball girl my eighth grade year, so I kind of got to see how it was for like my next year. And my eighth grade year, so the class of 26's freshman year, it was really hard. They had some really good players and they played really good. They had a great, ending season, but I think it was weighing on Gilbert a lot because it wasn't exactly what he wanted, and I think he was getting a little tired with the program. There were so many girls. I think they had 32 girls that year. Like it was just a lot for it being just him. And so I think that was really hard for him the next year to like be like, okay, fine, I'll just do one more year, I'll like see how it works. And then my freshman year and we go 0 wins. But I am so thankful for him that he saw the potential. He saw that there were so many girls that wanted to play. There were so many girls that you could like they had opportunity, like they had potential to be good. And every life brings up and downs, and I know there's been a whole bunch of like just life up and downs throughout the past few years, but I think that any girl on a team could say that they're so thankful that he stuck through it with us and gave us the confidence, gave us the skill and all that stuff to go from being a 0-win team to being a 7-win team and, making a good run in playoffs.
Coach Gilbert, also the voice of the home games for the Garfield football team. So if you're out there watching their broadcast, you'll hear his voice when they're at home. What was his? Did he text you or get to see you after the game winning field goal? What were some things that he had for you after that?
So normally he texts me after games, but I think we were so busy he
Mm.
didn't end up texting me after Friday's game. But Saturday morning practice at 9:30, he goes up to me and goes, "A girl saved him again. They had their girl save him again." So I think that he was just really proud, and that was really
That
nice.
that sounds like Coach Gilbert to a T. We want to make sure that we give you the chance before we end this interview to kind of shine a light on the people in your life and take the limelight off yourself a little bit and the people that have gotten you to where you are, and the people that support you so much. So I want to give you the chance to give some shout outs and some thank yous to the people that you think really deserve it.
I mean, this list could be ever long, but I think the main thing I have to start off with is that I credit 100% of my skill, my confidence, everything to, Jesus Christ, and I think that he is making he's such a big part of our team, our football team, our soccer team, but mainly our football team in my life, that he's really giving us such a big like opportunity here. Um, with that, like before every game, we pray. Our whole football team, we get down, we pray, and it's the coaches thing, and our captain Mike Hubner says the prayer, and I think that's such a big fundamental thing for my team. With my team, my coaches, I can't be more proud, more happy for my coaches. Like they are they're like I have like 10, 15 dads. I have so many more like people that are supporting me and loving me, and I think being a girl and just being naturally as competitive as I am, I get down on myself a lot. My dad likes to tell me that my biggest competitor is myself. And yes, coaches, they teach me and they, all this stuff they coach, but also just they're good people. They remind me who I am. They remind me my skill. They remind me what I can do. So they really help build up my confidence. My teammates, I could list every single one of them and, wouldn't give them enough, like, I wouldn't give them enough time because they are so important to me. My brother, especially having, a brother on a team that's really, really important for me. But another person that I really like, my parents, of course, my parents have supported me throughout this whole thing. When I'm down, I'm sad, I'm really upset. They're always there. When I'm happy, they're there to celebrate with me too. But also, I think like primarily just my dad. You can see me after every single kick. I go off the field and I look up in the stands. There, my dad is, the 50-yard line. I'm looking at him and he's watching over the video because he takes it on his phone and he tells me, "Okay, you need to hurry up a little bit. That was good," or "You swung your hips a little bit," or "The snap was a little bad. Like you're okay. Like it's okay. Like brush it off." So I think a main part of my football career is, credit to my dad. My dad is he's one of my best friends. So yeah, I think that's like I could go on and for days and days on people that I'm so thankful for. But yeah, those are definitely the main ones that I wouldn't be able to do what I do and, accomplish what I've accomplished without them.
Hannah, we want to thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your incredible season that you're having on both the soccer field and football field. We want to wish you the best of luck going forward, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
Of course, thank you so much.